students, now in this session I will explain question number 6, 7, 8 of exercise 6.4, chapter square and square root. Okay, now let's see what is there in question number 6. So in question number 6 we have, find the length of the side of a square whose area is 441 meters square. Now this is a square, fine, this is a square, and we know that a square is a figure whose all sides are equal, isn't it? And what is the formula of area of a square? Area of a square, we know, is side square, isn't it? Side square. And what is the value of area of a square is given? So area of square is given 441 meters square. Fine. So how to get the side of the required square? Now what we have to do is, we have to compare the formula with the value. Okay, so how to do this? So according to the question, side square is equals to 441 meters square, isn't it? Now to get the value of a side, you have to remove the square towards right hand side, and if when you do that, there would be a square root sign over 441. Fine. Now what you have to do? You have to prime factorize it, or now you can all do division method also. You can perform division method also. Okay, so I will do division method as a reference. Okay, so just pair it first. So 2 2s are 4, sorry, 2 2s are 4, so this will be cancelled. We'll bring this 4 1 together. Now we'll add 2 also, that is 4. Okay, so this is the last number, so the last digit is 1, so we'll put 1. Okay, so answer is 21, so you can put 21 meter. So the measurement of each side of the square is 21 meter. Okay, now let's move on to sum number 7. Question number 7 is all about, it is given a one right angle triangle is given, and right angle is formed on B. Okay, that's 90 degrees at B. So before we get on with the question number 7, we have to understand Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so let's just have a look on some of the sides. That is a side. This side is opposite to 90 degree. Fine. The side opposite to 90 degree is always called hypotenuse, and it is represented by H. This will be considered as base, represented by small b, and this line will be considered as perpendicular. Okay, this side, and this will be considered as P. Okay, now according to the Pythagoras theorem, now how this Pythagoras theorem is coming, you will definitely learn in the higher classes. Okay, the proving, how exactly Pythagoras has made this theorem. Okay, it has some practical activities also to prove this Pythagoras theorem. It's a wonderful activity. Fine. So you will understand all these things in when you go to class 9 and 10. So just for now, just remember what is the Pythagoras theorem. So Pythagoras theorem is what? Hypotenuse square, that is 8 square, is equals to b square plus p square. So this is your Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so on this particular theorem we have to work all the sum which is given on the question number 7. Fine. Now you see, P is what? AB, that is perpendicular is AB given. B is what? Base, isn't it? Base is BC, and H is what? AC. Okay, this is, we will write at the side of the sum. So now we have understood that AB is perpendicular, BC is base, and AC is H. H means hypotenuse. Now we'll do the first sum of question number 7. Now value of AB is given 6 centimeter. Value of BC is given 8 centimeter. Now you have to find the value of AC. Now you see, AB means what? Perpendicular is given. BC means what? Base is given. AC means, that means you have to find out hypotenuse. So what is the formula? So you will say, by using Pythagoras theorem, okay, you will write the Pythagoras theorem first, that is 8 square equals to b square plus p square. Now in place of H we will write AC square, in place of B we will write BC, and in place of P we will write AB square. Okay, now see what is given. AB value is given. So AB is what? 6. So we'll write 6 square. BC is given 8. So we'll write 8 square. And AC we have to find it out. So 8 square is 64 and 6 square is 36. Answer is what? 100. Now value of AC is what? AC square is given what? 100. Now we have to find the value of AC, not AC square. Okay, because we have to find the value of hypotenuse. That is AC we have to find out. But it is AC square. So we have to remove this square. So if we remove it, then on the right hand side there will be square root sign over 100. Now after prime factorization or division method, you will get the answer as 10. So answer is 10 centimeter. So value of AC is 10 centimeter. Okay students, same way you have to do sum number B. So I will request all of you to do on yourself. That is B would be your homework. Okay, now let's move on to sum number 8. Now sum number 8, there is a gardener who is carrying 1000 plants with him. Okay, now how he is planting the tree? See, it is written he wants to plant this in such a way that the number of rows and the number of columns remains the same. Now when he's doing that, he is finding that some of the plants, he needs more plants to cover up this total area. Now that is the reason they have asked, find the minimum number of plants he needs more of this to complete the entire plan. Okay, so total number of plants, we will write total number of plants he is carrying, that is 1000. And how he is planting all these trees? That is number of rows should be equals to number of column, isn't it? That means number of rows, if there are 5 rows, then there should be a 5 column. This is how he is trying to plant all the plants. Okay, so as we do not know how many rows and how many columns are there, so we let number of rows be, let the number of rows be x. So number of column will be also x, isn't it? So number of column will be also x. Now what is the rule? What rule is that how many total number of plants would be there? If I see this, so there is also 5 plants and there are also 5 plants. So this is a square shape, isn't it? So what is the area of a square? Side into side. That means number of columns into number of rows, isn't it? So that will give us the total number of plants that can be planted in this particular planning, isn't it? So we can write number of rows into number of column, that should be equals to 1000. Now this would be x, what? X into x, that would be okay. Now x into x is what we can know, x square. Now we have to get the value of x because we have to know how many number of rows or how many number of columns is there. So x would be what? Square root of 1000. Fine. Now as because we know that 1000 is not a perfect square number, so we have to go for a division method, and we have to see that how many more number of plants should be added to this 1000 to make it a perfect square. So see, so we'll do the pairing. So this is a pairing. So 3 3s are 9. So it will come 1 0 0. Add this 3, you will get 6 1 61. Answer is 39. So remainder is 39. But it's not that we have to subtract 39 from 1000. Why? Because they have asked how many more plants. More means what? You have to add, not to subtract. So we'll go with what? Question number 5, I think. Okay. So what to do? According to this, we can assume that 31 square is less than 1000. So what is the next number to 31? Next number to 31 is 32. So we'll find the 32 square. What is 32 square? 1024. Isn't it? Now the observation is that we have to make this 1000 to 1024. So to make 1024, what is the minimum number of plants that we will require? Obviously 24. So therefore minimum number of plants more he need. That means 1024 minus 1000. That is 24. That means more 24 plants he needs to cover up this whole area. Okay, this is the question, And if you want to know how many number of rows are there, then what is the answer then? 32. 32 number of rows and 32 number of columns is there. Okay students, so now only question number 9 is left, and I see that question number 9 is also very similar to question number 8 only, so this will be also your homework. If you find any problem, then we'll discuss this after break. Okay, so thank you, God bless you all, enjoy your break. Okay, stay blessed and take care.